Thank you for watching France 24. This Friday, the leaders of Russia, Turkey and Iran gathered in Tehran for an apparently tense summit to discuss one of the final battles of the 7-year civil conflict in Syria. This as the Syrian army prepares to take the last rebel strongholds. Meanwhile, a menacing report from the US, which says there is significant evidence that chemical weapons are being prepared by government forces in Idlib. François Wibo has the latest.
The fate of Idlib may rest in foreign hands, as leaders from Iran, Russia and Turkey met in Tehran in an attempt to prevent yet another humanitarian catastrophe in Syria. Iranian President Hassan Rouhani supports retaking the city, but not at any cost.
Fighting terrorism must be sustained up until every terrorist inside Syria is eradicated, particularly in Idlib. However, this campaign must not pose any harm to the civilians or happen through a scorched earth policy.
While Vladimir Putin, Assad's strongest ally since the beginning of the conflict, gave every indication of supporting a fully fledged assault. Bringing the war to an end would represent a major win for Russia on the world stage.
The terrorists are trying to disturb the ceasefire in Idlib. Moreover, they have been trying and are trying to prepare different provocations, including the use of chemical weapons. The legitimate Syrian government has the right to retake control of all its national territory and should do so.
With Idlib less than 50 kilometers away from Turkey, President Erdogan knows that he'll face the lion's share of refugees in case of an attack on the city. Ankara's shut the border, but that may not be enough.
Regardless of the reason, any attack on Idlib will be a disaster. A wave of migration has already begun, and the place they are going to is always the Turkish border. We should maintain the ceasefire here.
After 8 years of fighting, Idlib could be the final chapter in the Syrian war, but each player involved had their own idea of how it should end.